Just a quick update on Legacy Kickback. Now, I mentioned the transformation was one of the most difficult out of all the Transformers we've seen, and it gets even more difficult. Thank you to those who pointed this out. I did forget to do this. Here's an additional step for the transformation. You fold this flap right here to cover the face, right there, and then you swivel the feet this way to complete the transformation. Wow, an incredibly intricate and involved transformation for Deluxe Kickback. This is the Transformers Generations War for Cybertron Trilogy Kingdom Golden Disc Collection Pterosaur, or Deluxe Class Pterosaur. For most parts of the world, at least in the US and Canada, this is an Amazon exclusive. Out here in Manila, you could pre-order this or purchase it outright from the local hobby shops that are selling this figure. You can purchase it at Amazon if you want to, but the shipping fees are just ridiculous. Just to ship them all the way here to Manila, it's not worth it. So I'm not sure if what we got is the one on the packaging. I'll just have to trust Hasbro for that. But I wanted to show the contents and find out together with you guys if we did indeed get Terrorsaur. It's a shame there's no way of knowing without really ripping the box open. Wish there was like some sort of window. I'm just hoping there are no quality issues. Please, no quality issues on this figure. Paint issues, scuffing, missing pieces here and there. Huh. Okay. We got the instruction sheet. No card. I guess no card. Figure looks to be intact. All right, let's get him out of his packaging. And here is Terrorsaur out of packaging. And again, I don't know how they pulled it off with this mold, but the figure came out great. I have some issues. I'll talk about those later. I'll always have issues, but suffice to say, everything about this figure screams Pterosaur. I love it. I love that they've actually done him. There were rumors that they weren't going to do Terrorsaur. We're going to be stuck with an incomplete set of Predacons, but just so glad they did this. The colors look great. The sculpt amazingly looks fantastic. Even in alt mode, this figure looks great. Now, in case you didn't already know, Terrorsaur is a heavy retool of the Deluxe Class Kingdom Air Razor. Not entirely sure if it's actually can still be considered a retool or a borrowed engineering mold from Air Razor, because they retooled, they changed almost every part of the Air Razor mold. The parts they kept are just the lower legs, the elbows, and the arms. Everything else is brand new. The wings are new, the animal tail is new, the head is obviously new, the animal head is obviously new, the backpack is new, the hinges are new for the wings, head sculpt definitely brand new, shoulders, chest, torso, hips, thighs, even this folding flap is brand new. Everything's new. So I actually want to think that this is a new sculpt or a brand new mold, but you will notice later on that the engineering is entirely identical, or the same transformation and all that. They just changed the parts. And I like that. I love that even if they borrowed the same engineering, I'm glad that they're giving us a lot of new pieces to work with. It really brings to the table, quite literally, a brand new robot mold. Now, the figure does come with a few accessories. First and foremost, we've got the golden disc. This is something that's integral. It's a big part of the Beast Wars mythology, so very cool. And at the back it says the sounds of Earth, and here you've got all the 5 inscriptions that we saw the golden disc on the show. Okay, the other accessories he has are some talons, which you can plug in. You'll need to plug this in. If you open the packaging, these talons are not in a plastic baggie. They are just wrapped in some very thin paper. You could easily miss it. Just look at the entire packaging. It's taped at the back of the packaging. Make sure you don't throw away the box until you've completely assembled and played with the figure, because these two are easy to miss. I almost threw away the insert, and I did see that small packet of brown paper, gray paper. And then she has this really interesting blaster. I'm not entirely sure where its inspiration comes from. The color is correct. It's the color, or sort of a darker shade of the color that we saw on the show. But on the show, I believe he had a longer blaster rifle. It was gray and then a very narrow barrel. I think that was his gun. And the gun that came with the actual toy looked more like an Uzi Ingram type of gun. It was done red, all red plastic. It was like an Uzi. I don't know. So not entirely sure where they got the inspiration from this for this blaster, but it works. It actually does work. I like it. I like the way it looks on the figure. Going back very quickly to the details of the figure, you clearly see a lot of paint apps done to give you the impression that this is actually dino skin on his chest, on his back. We'll see more of that in dinosaur mode. This is actually a fake part of the animal mode or the beast mode. This is supposed to be the tail. In fact, the tail is here because in the old toy, the tail formed the chest of the robot mode. So they just added that. There's some silver paint apps here and here. Great detail on the figure. There's very little to complain about it. Articulation, you got a ball jointed neck. You got a waist swivel. Shoulders go in and out, forward and backward. You got a bicep swivel, hinge elbow, another hinge right here because of transformation. Figure can do the splits on the hips, go forward and backward. You got a thigh swivel, hinge knees, and a hinge right here because of transformation to break the shin. Ball jointed ankles, so you can do the rocker tilt and forward and backward. Take a quick look at the head sculpt. That is one of the most gorgeous pterosaur head sculpts I have seen. Very nice. Not super accurate, but pretty accurate. Okay, one last nitpick I'm going to say is the quality of some of the red plastic, like the feet. It feels cheap, absolutely cheap. The plastic on the wings look great, but the wings tend to pop off quite easily. I don't know why. I've tried to split these pegs right here just to tighten it, but this is the best I could do. Especially this one. This one loves to pop off. So I don't know how to fix that. Somebody let me know in the comments how to do it. Maybe the hot water, ice water method would work, but I don't want to stress those pegs that I might break them. But just be wary of that. They're a little bit loose. They love to pop off. But when you pop them back on, they swivel quite nicely. They pretty tight swivel. Okay, to the point that you can really pose the figure with the wings out. Okay, and that's about it. Very, very minor complaints about the figure. And here is Terrorsaur with the rest of the Predacons. We're almost done. We're almost complete with the Season 1 Predacons. We still don't have Tarantula, so in his place, I've put the Black Arachnia from the 4-pack. It's shaping up nicely. I do hope we get Tarantulas. I mean, there are rumors we were going to get it, but I'm hoping Hasbro follows through in giving us the entire Season 1 of the Predacons. Transformation. Let's put these accessories off to the side. Just like that. You can keep the talons on. It won't affect transformation. Okay. First thing you want to do, you want to unpeg these wings. Just like that. And snap them into place. These pegs right here, they're going to complete the wing assembly. Fold out the wings just like that. Make sure they haven't snapped off. They love to snap off even when you swivel them out. Pop the backpack just like that. Lift that entire torso assembly right here. Then you want to fold that head just like that. Tuck it right in. You want to fold that backpack. Okay, rotate the head, and then fold that neck assembly down. The fists, fold this way. This way. Go ahead and fold them up like this. Fold them up like this, and then tab them onto the waist piece. Rotate that waist. Fold up the legs this way. Tab them in. Fold up that ankle or that shin and rotate. Okay. And fold it up like this, that, and rotate the foot. And there we have Terrorsaur in his Pteranodon beast mode. It looks really good, really nice. Although I'm not sure how accurate the legs are. I mean, this is what the instructions say, but if you remember Swoop, the Dinobot Pteranodon, and even if you watch the show, the feet should be done like this. If you want some accuracy, I think this is how you should transform the legs or the feet. You perches on top of a tree or on a rock this way. And you can fold the wings. Yeah, I think this is how it should be. And then in flight, he should just be like this. So the wings can move, they can flap, all the joints will still work. You can fold them up this way. You can swing the wings in and out. The beak does open the jaw, or the beak. Yep. Terrorize! Okay, and then the gun will actually fit right here, if you want to, or maybe like this. Yeah, you can hold the gun under his wing. Want some size comparisons? Here he is with Night Prowler. So it's a good scale. Vintage Optimus Primal. Oh yeah. He could fit with your vintage toys if you missed out on Pterosaur, but... And so some final thoughts on this Golden Disc War for Cybertron Trilogy Kingdom Pterosaur. I love it. I think it's a wonderful modern adaptation, modern take on a classic figure. It just really complements and completes the other Kingdom figures. And I cannot wait till Hasbro gives us Tarantulas so we can complete the entire Season 1 cast of the Predacons. It's a great figure. I was very surprised and really amazed at how they pulled it off using the Air Razor mold. I thought the aesthetics were great, the colors were great. A few very minor complaints about plastic quality, but overall it is a fantastic figure. Best of luck to everybody trying to get this figure, whether you're doing it through a hobby shop, if you're here in Asia, or in the US, you're trying to get it on Amazon. Do not pay scalper prices for this figure. I think 40 bucks should be the price ceiling, if ever. 40 bucks shipped. That should be the price. Let me know what you guys think of this Golden Disc Pterosaur. Hit that notification bell so you never miss out on any of my latest video reviews. And if it's your first time here, please subscribe. Thanks for watching.